What you should know before hiring a contractor. This is a brochure that the CSLB provides. You can order online or look at it online. And it has general information and advice. Protect yourself from unscrupulous or unlicensed contractor. General advice: only hire state licensed contractors. That's kind of a given. You have to be licensed in order to perform the work. Any contractor performing work of 500 or more combined in labor and material costs must be licensed by the CSOB to work in California. Again, this is here for you and the consumer. California wants contractors to be knowledgeable and informed when going out to homes and providing a service. So they don't want someone without the proper experience going into and costing more damage. Avoid being caught up in the high pressure sales tactics. Um, yeah, I don't see this too much, but some contractors um, pressure the homeowner, I guess. Avoid rushing into repairs. Take the time to get at least three identical bids and verify testimonials. If you have the time, I always recommend two or three bids. Um, it's really there for you. You will learn from the three different bids and be able to make an informed decision on that. Ask the contractor's pocket license. Ask to see the contractor's pocket license or their representative's home improvement salesperson registration. All contractors are issued a pocket license to show the type of trade of which they are licensed and the license expiration date. Ask to see a photo identification to confirm their identity. So they want to see if you have a contractor or you have a project, a contractor shows up at your door. All contractors would have this pocket license. And that pocket license gives you that license number that you can then plug into here and get the business information and personnel information. From there, then you are able to verify the owner, because I could have found this pocket license on the floor. So once you put this license number, and I'll show you on that video, you are, I could have found that license number anywhere. So you want to verify once you put that license number in the website, it'll take you to a personnel list, and you want to verify that that owner is listed on there, and you'll verify their license number with their actual identification as they mentioned. Check the contractor license number at the CSO. This is a checklist for your project. Check the contractor license number at the CSLB, which we'll be doing here shortly. Has to see the contractor's pocket license and current ID. So you need both to verify the business and then the person. Has to ask for a list of current contact information, telephone number, and business addresses for contractors, subcontractors, and suppliers. This is for you do need this sometimes if other contractors are working on your project and you want to verify and confirm other contractors or suppliers are working on your project or supplying materials for your project. Um, you want to have that information to make sure that they are getting paid as needed. Find out from your local building department whether your project needs a building permit and confirm that your contractor will obtain all necessary permits. Just being aware what is required and who will do this. You can also permits as a homeowner. Get at least three contractor bids and references and check out in person each prospective contractor's recent similar projects. Again, I like getting three or four or five bids. I find the information valuable and will let you make a more informed decision on who you want to work with. Ask whether your contractor carries general liability insurance for employees in case of accidental damage occurs during the project, and workers' compensation insurance. You can ask them. Will also have a certificate of insurance, which is a one-page kind of declaration page of the different general liability insurance, workers' compensation insurance, and mobile insurance, car insurance, commercial car insurance. This information will also be listed on the online on contractors license board website when you plug that license number in. Make sure all project materials and expectations are spelled out and signed in a written contract, including cleanup, debris removal, and site security. Materials and expectations spelled out is key. So you don't want to say just paint. You want to name the brand and the actual um, material, the specific material that's going to be used, because they have paint and then they have low end paint, middle grade paint, and high end paint. So you just want to know which one they would be using, whether that's paint, that's a faucet, that's a countertop, kitchen cabinets. Get the brand and then get the specific model number or name, model name. Same thing with the expectations. Who's going to be doing the install, who's going to be doing the delivery, making sure that you are aware who's doing what part and what cost it will take um, in your contract. Ask your contractor if he or she understands your project expectations. This is kind of being aware that both you as a homeowner and the contractor are on the same page. If it is something that you're looking a little more high end, you want to explain that to him and he understands what you're looking for. That might take more time, and that you guys both are on the same page. Schedule and document each phase of your project and the corresponding payment schedule. Do not let payments get ahead of the work. You always want to schedule and document, so you're having a plan before you start. And as the project continues, you document with pictures and you keep it all in one place. This really helps you come back if you ever needed to come back to check on pictures, documents, payments, phases. Do not let payments get ahead of the work. So never pay for work that has not been completed. So you'll have a payment schedule and you'll find sets of milestones to be completed. And when each milestone is completed, it'll relate to a payment. So that payment will then be made as the project is completed. So you're doing a kitchen remodel, let's say demolition phase one, that's completed. You'll get paid for the demolition $1,000. Drywall phase two, you'll have a payment schedule set for $1,000 once the drywall is completed. So that is completed, then they get paid, and so on and so on. Never pay for parts that have not been completed. Pay no more than 10% down or 1,000, whichever is less. Kind of the same situation. You don't want to pay ahead and have the contractor run with your money. This is actually the law by California. We can't take more than 10% or 1,000, whichever is less. Avoid paying in cash. This just is hard to track and don't recommend. Keep all your project documents, including payments and photographs, in a job file. Same idea. The more organized you are, the easier it would be down the road if you need to find something. Try researching your contractor's name online for additional reviews. Just another good heads up on reviewing, verifying your contractor's information. Financial information, avoid paying in cash. We went over that. Contractors cannot ask for a deposit more than 10% of the total cost of the project, or 1,000, whichever is less. This applies to any home improvement, including swimming pools. Stick to your scheduled payments and don't let payments get ahead of the completed work. Get it in writing. Make sure you have a written contract and don't sign until you fully understand. All changes to the contract or change orders need to be in writing and signed by both parties. Keep a file of all project papers, photographs, and payments, and don't make the final payment until you are satisfied with the job. Homeowners waive their 3-day right to cancel or 5-day right to cancel if they are 65 or older if they sign a service and repair contract, which is different from a standard home improvement contract. Service and repair contracts are usually for emergency repair work where the consumer initiated the contact. License history. If you want information about a contractor's license history and pending or prior disciplinary actions, please call the CSLB Legal Action Disclosure telephone number. Check a license first. By law, anyone in California who contractors for a bid on a construction project valued at 500 or more combined labor and material costs must be licensed by the Contractor State License Board. To qualify for a license, a contractor must verify 4 years of journey level experience in that trade, pass both a trade and license law and business examination, and post a license bond. Since 2005, all new contractors have been required to pass a criminal background check. Contractors are required to put their CSLB license number in all advertisements, as to see contractors' plastic pocket license and photo identification. So again, kind of to what I said a little earlier, in order to qualify for a license, a contractor must verify 4 years of journey level experience. So if you are hiring a contractor license, there is 4 years of journeyman and give or take 2 years of apprenticeship, 2 to 4 to 5 years apprenticeship before you are able to apply for a license. Once you apply, you have to pass both the trade and license law examination, post a bond, get a criminal background check. So again, you want to hire a licensed contractor because you are getting someone that is knowledgeable, experienced, and registered with the state of California. File a construction complaint, file online, print complaint form, or call. If something were to happen and your project or your contractor disappears, this is why you want to hire a licensed contractor. You're able to file a complaint. You know where they are. California knows where they are, and they're able to process your claim easier as opposed to Joe Schmo in a truck who really have no idea who he is. So I hope this helped on how to check a contractor's license and why.